Welcome back once again to the Open at Tallahassee. Run Productions bringing you coverage of this PDGA 8 tier. We've got chase card MPO action. What has already been an exciting round will come to an exciting conclusion here in this final back 9. Conrad and Felix back in the booth. Coverage thanks to Infinite Disc. Conrad, we've seen everything, bogeys, birdies, even an ace.
I don't know what more you want to see. We have a lot to go on, though. We have another 9 holes to go, but let's take a look at the leaderboard as we make our way through halfway of the course. We see Bradley Williams, Grady Shue, and Joey Buckets still up top with a few holes behind us, but anything can happen. It's not over yet. I'm going to start off here on the back hole 10. It's a par 3, 375. Coming as the 10th hardest hole, right in the middle of the pack. This big tree here that you see that we're coming to now, you're going to have to decide if you want to go left or right of it. Going either or way, you want to slide through the leaves up to the basket to leave yourself for a putt. Really no OB to speak of, and if you throw the right shot, you'll have the right results. I don't know what to say there. That is going in front of the tree, and that should make it.
Ooh, it's a late tree there, but it looks like it kept him on the green.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny if you aced that one too.
I'd just go home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even.
Albert getting some flip on this one.
Oh, yeah. That is perfect. A little ground play to the left.
And a little kickback towards the pin. Beautiful shot there for Albert. Aidan going a little faster speed. Trying to take that straight gap 2. Touch too stable there at the end of the flight. Didn't quite make it all the way through the gap. See if Gavin's going to go right of that tree or take the left gap as everyone else has tried. Going left gap as well.
And finding the same tree probably.
Yeah, that's skinny. That little guy right there has knocked like 5 or 6 shots out of the air that I've seen this weekend.
Nice little berg there. Puts it by the basket. He's not quite happy with it, but it's fine. Yeah.
I've had those moments where you think you've thrown the worst shot ever because you expect it to be
better.
Yeah. And then you get up there and you're like, I've only got a 12-footer left. Kaleb.
Nice bird.
That's outstanding, because how many times do we see somebody get an ace and then the next hole they get a double bogey?
Yes. Well, see, this is different. That's AM results.
Yeah.
He's playing MPO, so.
I've seen it happen with the pros too.
Obviously, he's forgot about the ace already,
right.
So he's just playing regular golf now.
Dropping in a couple of putts there. A couple birdies for Kaleb and Albert to start the back 9. Move on to hole 11, par 3, 415 feet. Four-handers delight. This left side here, getting around this crooked tree is where you want your disc to start. Then you want it to start bending back over to the right-hand side, whether that be counterclockwise spin or a backhand turnover, and hopefully get a little bit of ground action right around these markers to get you back over towards the pin. But we've seen this green has been very difficult to access all weekend, and a C2 look is a win.
Like, I think the best way to actually get to the green is a fluky inside route that challenges way too many trees. That right there is...
That looks great.
Exactly what you want.
Yeah. We'll see how close that actually gets. We've seen a lot of good shots, too, just not get rewarded on this hole. Albert trying to play the big skip with a fast disc. That's the Ballista Pro, and don't know if it got eaten up or not. We'll have to see where he ended up.
Aidan opting for the backhand turn. Oh, is he going roller?
I think that's a roller. Couldn't quite tell where that one ended up. We'll have to see when he gets up there to his lie.
Yeah. Oh, that might be sneaky.
That's flip up inside. I like that. I like that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Kaleb did get down here.
Wow.
So good drive. Left with this for the birdie. Got it.
Nice
3 in a row. Actually, 2 birdies and an ace in a 3-hole stretch.
And if he's the furthest away, then all these drives are really good.
Yeah. Aidan also with the bird.
Yes.
There's no way I'm not even gonna say it.
Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet.
Albert for birdie. Got
it. Basket doing work.
That means Gavin. Yep, there's his drive. So yeah, that's sneaky inside flip up line.
Star frame.
Wow.
We did it.
I would, of all the holes on the course, I would not expect this one.
I know.
To get the star frame. Very well done.
It's your time to hit a fairway once, just one time. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
All right, here we are at hole 12, the par 4, coming in at 490 feet. First, you have that 690 feet. You have the low hanging ceiling off the tee. You want to get out to this landing area here. These two trees kind of line up your pathway to the basket. You can be off a little left or right and still make it there, but you do have to be worrisome about that OB that is on the left. And the basket is perched like right perfectly on a hill. So speed control coming into the green would be very important.
Yeah. Kaleb up first, getting a little drift, maybe more drift than he wants.
Yeah, that's going to be
in
there. Yeah. We have seen some scrambles from out of there. I was
going to say, it's not an automatic par. We've seen some people kind of punch through there's something in there because people are fighting through it.
Yeah. That looked a little low, but that might be what he intended.
It's still very well driven.
Yeah.
Got some forward skip. Looks like he should be on the flat side on that right hill. That looks low.
That's low too. Is it going to get some ground play and some hover effect? Ooh, but that turnover to the left is going to really pinch him off from where he wants to be.
I like that angle a lot. Gets edge right on that hill.
What?
That robbed him of a good probably 70 feet.
Like, is that the only soft spot?
Whoa. Big old forward skip there.
Not too bad. Is that the only soft spot on the course? Like, I haven't seen any other disc act like that whatsoever.
The only other one I could think of was Albert yesterday on hole 18. Kind of got a dead skip coming out on the second shot.
Yeah.
Albert's nearly under the canopy of that big tree ahead of him. That's a ridiculous drive.
He went to the right there. I thought he was going to go straight at it, but I can't tell if he made it back up towards the basket or if he kind of put a little too far right into the woods.
We'll have to wait and see when he gets up there.
Gavin.
A little awkward run up, slow stepping. That looks to be it.
Nice forward skip there. I was concerned about the angle that he was going in and possibly going OB on the left, but that right there had a straight skip. Kaleb.
Another punch through. I'm telling you.
Maybe that's part of the landing area we just don't know about.
Long look there, just a little short.
Yeah, it's a nervy upshot there with the OB being to the left.
That's unfortunate because he got way up there on the drive. You would expect a better second shot out of Albert there.
Yeah.
Stab.
Ooh. Tickles the chains on the left, but doesn't hold.
That stabbing stepper that he does. And a good birdie there. With that awkward run up on his second shot.
It just helped slow him down and keep the pace. I don't know.
Yeah, he's already very deliberate in his steps. A couple of par tap-ins left for the rest of the chase card here before we move on to a big old par 5. And once again, this hole plan is the easiest hole on the course for these guys. Hole 13, par 5, 910 feet. These guys are looking to bomb something anywhere around here. Either left or right gives you different options to attack. The OB pretty much non-existent on this one, unless you get way off into the left-hand side on the roadway there, and then behind the green here, a little bit more out of bounds, but this ditch seems to catch most approach shots and kind of keep you safe. We've seen Eagle-ish bids kind of all week, but nobody's been able to cash it in yet.
It's hard to imagine with all the uphill and the distance that you have to carry, but it is doable.
Nice solid shot there for Gavin. You see Nathan Queen throwing up on the card ahead.
He was throwing up. Is he okay?
Don't wish that upon anybody. Oh, there he goes, walking away now.
All right, he's fine.
I went a little further left than I think he would have wanted.
Yeah. I think for me, if I'm taking this drive, being on the flats is a little bit more important than left, center, or right.
That's just ridiculous.
That's where I stand.
It's ridiculous. Eyes are flipped all the way up their left side, and left side is kind of the power side for Albert because he can now either go big forehand or go flexy backhand to try to get up there. Aidan pumping that on the right side. But the right side kind of adds a little more distance to your second shot.
But I think it opens up your next approach a little bit because there's not as much on the right side that you have to miss.
Yeah, for sure. I think it just kind of takes Eagle out of play. But these guys, if they're all looking to get a birdie at worst here, so
yeah. I mean, everyone's not like you. They're not trying to eagle every par 5 they come to.
You got to eagle every par 5 there is. It looked like that was a roller there on some angle. To see where it ended up. Shaking his head. I don't know. Kaleb over on this left side. Get some angle on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's going to drift up over the top there, that last kind of front. That'll give him a pretty simple up and down to get the birdie look. Wow.
I can't tell how far that's going or not. That's far.
It looks like he's about at the canopy's edge of that big tree.
Circle 2 possibly?
Possibly. Albert, I can't even, like, you know this is far, and the camera tells you it's far, but until you're actually here and you look back at where he threw from, you don't understand how far it actually is.
Yeah.
To be on the flats on the left side is another gear.
He's on the top. That's not the flats. That's the top.
That's the top, exactly. That's another gear of power to get up there. And he's going with the backhand. He's tried the forehand the other 2 days to get up there for the look.
So he's flexing something.
Yep. Just needs a little finish. If that got edge, that's going to cut back towards the pin.
Yeah. And the thing isn't just getting there, but also getting there and not having the canopy be an obstruction. That's working its way around. And all right.
It does. Aidan, wow, got up there.
It's wide.
Wraps around the back edge. He's fine. So that roller did work out. Yeah, he's... Oh, wow. Gavin's right there. This is for Eagle.
Oh, just a little left. That's a nervy putt as well, with OB looming right there behind the basket.
We've seen Albert kind of be in a similar spot. Got it!
Wow.
Gets the eagle. Let's run that one back. Just under that last big arm of that tree. Beautifully done. And all of a sudden, Albert Tamm now at 20 under par is just, I believe, one stroke off the lead at this point. And the lead card knows it because they were checking scores.
He doesn't know how to step. like,
was having a discussion about.
Yeah, if you want, you can take meter perpendicular.
Yeah, they're talking about taking a meter.
so is what's OB? Is it the road or
it's the road?
Okay.
Yeah. But he didn't go out of bounds, so it has to be perpendicular to the line of play.
I thought he was trying to figure out if he needed to step over the cable.
Cable, yeah. And that might have been a part of it.
I'll take that type of birdie putt on a par 5.
Yeah.
Just about every day.
These guys diced that one up, an eagle and 3 birdies.
All right, hole 14. It's a par 3 coming in at 375 feet. You want to make it over this OB road. You have the backhand and the forehand option. We've seen both of them work. The forehand gives you a little bit more airspace to play with because the canopy that's in the middle of the fairway does come into play. Green is relatively simple. You can get there as wide open. And on a calm day like this, makes for good putting conditions. Mr. Albert literally just parked this under the basket with the forehand.
Yeah, during round 1. Mm-hmm. He's gone forehand all 3 days. Got a little higher during day 2. This one looks to be better height.
Oh gosh. Didn't quite get around those trees and got knocked down by it.
Is that going to drift enough?
Or is it?
He splits it.
Okay. So that should give him a circle's edge putt.
Yeah. Kaleb going right at it. I love this.
Oh, yeah.
Just needs to settle. Ooh. And a little backspin action.
Yeah. I think that's just past the pin, maybe 10, 15 feet.
Fantastic line there. Aidan pulling on something overstable, looking for this to catch edge and come back.
Doing the hover. Ooh, wow.
That was a fun
little
shot.
hover and dance.
So it looks like we're going to have 4 looks at the birdie here, Albert being the furthest out. Drop it.
Ooh.
Just stayed right the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
Similar putt to the one he just had. But it just didn't dive back at the end like the previous one. Gavin for his birdie gets it to go. Aidan, who's also not too far off from the leaders himself, looking to get a birdie here. And does. That brings him to 19 under overall.
8 down on the round.
Mm-hmm. 8 down for Kaleb as well. These guys are scorching this course.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what's that? Zach, I hit a lefty chicken wing.
We come to one of the prettiest holes on the course, hole 15, par 3, 455 feet, defined by these 2 sets of trees, both left and right. Out of bounds road on the left. Very demanding shot here. You want something that's going to hold straight for about 80% of its flight. Then you can drift off either left or right, get some ground play to bring you back up towards the green. But a circle 2 look here is a win as well. Very difficult shot to access. Today with a little bit less wind, should be a little easier for these guys to get down there.
Yeah, we've seen that last tree take out a lot of good looking drives. That right there is the tree before the last tree that I was talking about, but
you want your disc to get down, but if it gets down too early, you're not going to get that slide that you need. Very particular shot this is. That tree. Yep.
Yeah.
Looks like the destroyer again for Aidan. I like the height on this.
Flippy destroyer for him. That right there looks good.
Oh, and getting some hover back over towards the left. That's going to leave him with a C2 look.
But it should be wide open. If you go to the right, you have that overhanging tree that kind of obstructs your putt.
Albert looking to get one close here.
Oh, yeah. That looks good. Get some ground play.
Scooting.
It tried. He landed in the grass versus the leaves, so he didn't get as much forward movement as we've seen others get.
Gavin looking to just put this one close with the Berg. That'll be just fine.
Yep. The Berg is such a good disc.
It is. There goes Jamie Keep in the background. Can't miss him out there. Another Berg.
So we were talking about Jamie, and someone says, "Is he the one that had the goat the other year?" And I was like, "That sounds like Jamie. I don't remember, but
If it's not, it wouldn't put it past him." Albert with a long bid, just coming up short. He's running out of holes to try to put some pressure on the lead card.
I'm just imagining somebody with a goat, with like as a caddy carrying their bag. Just
A great putt there for Aidan to get the birdie, bringing him the 20 down and 9 overall for the round.
wow, this is happening fast. Like the back is like speeding.
Yeah, these guys are running through. That's what happens when you throw good shots. Albert with the par after a long birdie attempt. Gavin will clean up his par.
All right, so you couldn't have a cat as a caddy.
Nah.
A dog,
Can't handle the
maybe,
weight. Dog could work.
but it has to be a quiet dog.
Yeah. Donkey, obviously. Can carry it just about anything.
Hole 16, a par 3 coming in at 345. This is a good shot. You need to make this Mendo here and keep pushing straight. You want to do your best to avoid everything that's off on the left because that's going to hinder your ability to get a bird. Once you get up by this big tree here on the left, if you can scoot by it and not be behind it, that'll give you a good look at getting the birdie here. Soul is coming in at the 12th most difficult, so right in the easy range.
That looks a little high and a little
going
left.
Yep.
It's a demanding shot, but it's one that every pro player has in their bag. Man, a double kick back to the left for Gavin. You can kind of bail by forcing over a stable disc past the Mando and just kind of letting it come back. That looks pretty good there for Kaleb.
Even when doing that, you have to have the right speed and stability for it to come back and not come back too soon, because you really don't want to be behind that tree, and you don't want to be off to the left anywhere. That right there looks a little, I was going to say short, but he has a clean look at it.
Yeah. And that is a car
On 17's
driving
fairway.
down 17's fairway. We don't know why.
Her son was on a dirt bike, on a bicycle. I still don't know how she got back there though.
No. And there were a lot of police at this event blocking off sections of the course. But
No one's blocking off 17 because no one's supposed to be there.
nobody's supposed to be literally driving down the fairway of a disc golf hole. But anyway,
The car in front of him said that she did at least move when they asked her to move. So I don't know.
Kaleb,
Oh,
nice
bird.
putt for the birdie.
I talked about that tree being an obstacle, but not for him.
And he gets to 9 down. All these guys trying to get to double digits.
I was questioning Albert's shot, but
that's-
looks pretty ideal there.
Yeah. This left for his birdie to get to 9 down himself and get to 21 under.
Ooh, misses high to the right. Maybe he was concerned about the lady if she was driving back.
It could have been in the back of his mind. Never know. She's going to start coming down 16's fairway. He's got to be ready. Albert's had a lot of opportunities this weekend. He's thrown the disc very well, but unfortunately, those issues on the putting green may have just cost him this win. Hole 17, though, par 3, one that can dash your dreams. 385 feet, tight fairway, coming slightly going uphill. This dead set of trees on the right-hand side seems to catch a lot of errant shots. Relatively straight shot all the way down and then starting to fade just past this last tree on the right, moving over to your left-hand side, but a straight shot gets you a look at this pin as well. Don't get fooled and try to throw something with too much hyzer. You can get pinned on the left side, which can be very difficult to get up and down from.
If it's not obvious, there is Alderby Road on the right. And this hole is playing as the most difficult on the day. That's not even a dead tree that you were talking about.
Nice low-driven shot.
But it may have went to the left a little early. You can't tell. It's a possibility that it got through and he has a look at the putt, or that it hit something and he's a little short.
This looks inside as well, and it's going to get the kick to the left. You got to be careful. There's cars over there.
I don't know what the comment. I asked him to comment about the animal that they would use as a caddy, or what car they would park on 17. I don't.
I think the animal caddy's the way to go.
Okay.
Albert looks like he just piped this shot. He seems to like it.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm gonna go with the donkey because, if it's a long day, he's already carrying your stuff, and maybe you can hop on the donkey and ride out of there if you need to get
What's
out
the
of there.
technical difference between a donkey and a mule? I know there is one, but I just don't remember.
I'm not sure. And
Wait. One of them is the other with the horse.
what?
So if you take a mule and a horse, you get a donkey.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I want to yell at Kaleb because he's throwing the disc that he aced with.
And it's obviously a good disc.
But it hit a tree, so now you've taken some of the luster off of it. I'm just superstitious with some of the stuff like that.
Well, maybe he'll put it up after the round. All right, nice.
Good putt, and the bird.
Oh, so he did get through. That was great. Kaleb taking an unfortunate double there.
Yeah, tough hole there.
What's that disc that Albert hasn't put it out yet?
That's Albert's drive.
Did one of those old men back there move it for him or something? That
Could've
is
been.
ridiculously good.
That's the best drive we've seen on this hole all week.
Ever. I'm gonna say ever.
Drop in birdie, one hole left.
All right, a great finishing hole here in hole 18 is a par 4 coming in at 805 feet. You want to get out this gauntlet of trees. Well, there's a good hole there. Get to this landing area. The tricky part comes into your second shot, having to get underneath this canopy and around this tree to approach the elevated basket. I expect to see a lot of fun shots here and a lot of troublesome putts if there is wind. I don't think there's wind, so I think we'll be good.
Yeah, a lot going on here. Unfortunately, at 21 down, neither of these two are going to be able to do enough here on this hole to capture the win. But there's also the ice cream bet between Albert and Bradley Williams to consider. So there's still quite a bit on the line here.
I bet you Albert's thinking about that too right now.
Get off of it.
It's going. Is it going? Oh.
Just gets clipped.
It's one of those things I thought it was past that tree already.
Yeah.
Let's see how sneaky he gets here.
Oh, catches that left tree, gets kicked back over to the right side. That may open up a little bit more of a gap there.
But that's still a ways away, though.
Oh, yeah. But we've seen he's got ridiculously sneaky power.
He does.
Kaleb, that looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Purposely going out on the right to open up his angle into the basket.
It always seems like this shot, no matter how wide you throw it, is not wide enough.
But then
this looks wide enough.
It comes back if you get the right ground play.
A little muted ground action there.
Yeah.
So gonna keep him away from the pedestal. Let's see if Albert can get this birdie one more time. Got it during round one. Going ballista on a lot of angle.
Around all the trees. If that gets the ground play.
Go. Run, run,
oh, wow.
run, run. The crowd loves it. It's going to put him, looks like he's inside the circle.
Looks like everyone's on the card is going that way. Is that enough? It's around the tree.
It's enough
and
width.
Ground play and
it looks like he's hit the structure.
Yes.
Aidan with a mid-range, getting to take the straighter line and gets clipped up.
I can't what?
Somehow still gets up there.
Yeah, he's still in the circle. I didn't see the lemmy hit, but
neither did he. I don't think the disc saw it either. Come on. Just low, unfortunately, but it does sit. We've seen people ping pong back and forth on this green. There's a layup for Gavin. Albert for the birdie to finish at 22 down for former champion.
Ooh, that was a nervy putt, but it stayed in.
The basket grabs one for him. What could have been Albert still putting on a show all three rounds.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fun getting to work with him on the practice round and watching him do what he does. Great birdie there for Kaleb. And we'll have a couple of tap-ins left to close it out here on the chase card.
Oh yeah!
They wanted a hair flip. There it is.
Oh, great community out here. Looking at these scorecards, a lot of green, a lot of gray, a lot of good play went on in the back half here.
Yeah, this was a fun one to close it out here. Congratulations, Grady Shue taking it down. Incredible round, incredible weekend. So much action throughout the entirety of this event. We had a blast coming out here for our first time covering this event. Mm-hmm. Make sure you guys check us out across all of our socials at Ace Run Pro. Hit that like and subscribe button. We have so much more action coming your way in 2025. It is going to be a busy, jam-packed year for us. Big thank you to Infinite Disc for sponsoring this coverage all weekend. And of course, thank you to the community out here in Tallahassee, the mayor showing up.
Yeah.
Just a great community out here.
Hey, we showed up. We did 2 rounds of next day coverage.
Yep, 2 cards every day, next day, first for us. And it wouldn't be possible without the support of our Ace Runners over on Patreon. We appreciate you guys, and as always, from all of us at Ace Run Productions, let's run it.